as parents, we also both realized na, love, hindi pala sa lahat ng panahon tama tayo.
And hindi natin kailangan ng perfect parents eh.
Yes.
We just need fair parents to our children.
Na-process mo, sila ba na-process ba nila?
Yeah.
Diba? Yun, parang it takes mindfulness to be able to understand, oo nga no, kasama pala yung mga anak ko sa mga bawat desisyon na gagawin ko.
Hindi pwede dito yung sinasabi ko na sa'yo
eh.
mali ang ginawa mo. No, it's not like that. Remember? I think you have to frame it this way na parang,
Parang ano, love, kumbaga, you don't want to make your child feel na I always know better than you.
no perfect marriages,
No filtered conversations,
just real life,
real faith,
and learning how to stay afloat. Ang normally ginagawa natin sometimes is we are going to save our children on their mess.
Yes.
Kung ano man yung ginawa nila na, let's say, kasalanan na hindi dapat. Nag-cheat sa school. Puntahan mo sa school yan. Magmamakaawa ka dun sa mga teacher or sa guidance counselor na patawarin yung anak ko kung pa pwede lang. No, they have to face that consequence.
Correct.
Because at the end of the day, di ba, lahat tayo kailangang harapin yung mga consequences. Hindi pwedeng palagi tayong
Lulusot.
sinisave or palagi tayong lumulusot, palagi tayong sinisave ng kung sino-sinong tao. We will not learn from that mistake.
Agree.
Magandang masishare ko rito is yung how I teach Nala and Nolan about integrity.
Yeah.
We are a homeschool parent. So ako, si Camille talaga yung like sa education. But ako sometimes, no, not
Sa
some
life skill.
life skills ang ginagawa ko, like ano ba yung kung paano gumawa ng tent or whatsoever. We work out as well, yun yung physical education namin. And one of the things that I share constantly with my children, especially with Nala and Nolan, and the word integrity. So they know the word integrity, they know how to define it, and they know how to apply it in their lives. Ang sinasabi ko dito parang, let's say, they only use gadget every weekend. So Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. They also have a time cap. Hindi pwedeng, let's say, Friday ngayon, I will use the iPad. Walang ganon. So maximum for the usage of an iPad is an
2
hour.
hours a day.
An hour, and then you pause, and then you spread that remaining hour. So I will tell them, because we are also working, umaalis kami sa bahay, so we're not with them sometimes. So what I would tell them, can you say the word integrity? And then when I say that integrity, ang sasabihin na, what's the meaning of integrity? Doing something that is right, even if no one sees you.
Looking. Yes.
So alam ko na parang, okay, you can use this, but remember integrity. And they would know that. And, you know, I praise the Lord because they follow it.
Yeah, there was one time, love, that Nala, I was away and Nala got probably the iPad to message me. So, nag-reply ako. So, syempre, in my mind, alam ko na ginamit niya yung iPad without asking for permission. So, we were messaging like that. And I go, okay, sabi ko, oh, don't use the iPad na. And then you said to me na parang, Nala's using the iPad, will you remind her about integrity, right? So I messaged her, I go, Nala, and then you said, oh, I'm gonna call Nala. I will remind her about integrity. And then I messaged her, I said, Nala, don't forget about integrity. And then she replied, she said, okay, mommy. And then you were calling the iPad, tas wala nang sumasagot.
Ibig sabihin,
Binitawan niya na. So, hindi niya na rin na-seen yung sumunod kong messages. So, we knew that she really put the phone down.
And obeyed.
And even when it was just her and no one was looking. So, sarap sa feeling. Sarap sa feeling that they learn and they really apply what we try to teach them.
And for parents, diba, that's our job, to teach them, the right way on how to do things
Yeah.
on their own. Because eventually, lalaki ang mga yan, and they will really encounter problems and trials and many other things. And the truth is, they would deal it on their own.
Alam mo, love, meron ako nabasa recently and parang tumagos talaga siya sa heart ko. Kasi sabi nun, you are teaching the people you can't live without to live without you. Diba? Parang, oo nga, no? Parang itong mga anak ko, syempre mga anak mo yan and you can't live without. They are literally your life. And you are teaching them to live life without you. Nakayanin nilang tumayo at mabuhay sa sarili nila. Diba? It's so contradicting. But at the same time, it's also so real.
Galing na, no? Ang ganda nung sinabi mo na yan. So the last C, love, ano ba yung last C?
So it's the consultant, love. So this is for adult children na talaga. Diba?
18 and up.
Yes, 18 and up. At this time, of course, as a parent, kung nagawa natin ng tama yung mga steps na yun while they were growing up, this is the time that we allow them to make decisions on their own. And like a consultant, love, di ba? Ang consultant sa isang kumpanya hindi naman laging nandyan. Tinatawag lang kapag may kailangan. So, ganun na rin tayo. And ako, to be honest, love, mahirap mag-transition pala into being a consultant. Kasi ito na talaga yung you're really letting go. And, you know, there are also times wherein you see some decisions na not gonna, you know, but you have to let it happen because you need for them to learn on their own eh.
Right.
Alam mo yun, parang minsan love bilang magulang, gusto mo talagang harangin yung mga obstacles. Alam mong babangga sa pader, kailangan mong pigilan, gusto mong pigilan. You know that if you do, ire-resent ka niya. Yung parang, you're just gonna have to watch it happen as it happened and just be there for him as it happens.
I like what you said, no? You know that, let's just say, I made a decision. You're watching him after making that decision and you know that he's about to hit that wall. And you have to know and you have to tell him, you cannot control him, pero you know that he's about to hit that wall. But when he hit that wall, kailangan nandun ka pa rin para sa kanya.
Sumuporta.
Hindi pwede dito yung, sinasabi ko na sa'yo eh, mali yung ginawa mo. No, it's not like that. Remember? I think you have to frame it this way na parang,
Parang ano, love, kumbaga, you don't want to make your child feel na I always know better than you. Na as parents, we also both realize na, love, hindi pala sa lahat ng panahon tama tayo.
okay, that's right. So, love, what are we going to talk about?
So, for us, love, I think, why does it matter that you show this in our home? And I think first things first is because, di ba pag nasa labas ka, maayos ka namang makipag-usap sa ibang tao. And dapat all the more na mas ganun ka sa pamilya mo kasi ito yung mga taong pinaka malapit sa'yo.
Right.
Parang I remember it was Joyce Meyer who said that, na parang alam mo ang tao, kaya niyang piliin kung kanino siya magiging mabait. Iharap mo yan sa presidente, tingnan natin kung hindi yan magiging, hello po, kamusta?
Yeah.
Pinaka the nicest version of yourself, diba? Tapos pag uwi sa bahay, do you still display the same kind of attitude and behavior?
Yep.
Or is it just because na itong mga taong to, mauunawaan ka at matagal ka ng kilala, you will just do whatever you want to do? Wala ka sa mood. Papakita ko wala ako sa mood. Because you just think na they will accept you for that. 'Di ba? So parang for me, our family, dapat mas sa kanila natin to pinapakita. Alam mo yun, more than what we, or how we are outside our home, hindi ba dapat all the more mas lalo na sa loob ng bahay?
Ang gusto mo sabihin dito, love, what you are in public, that kailangan ganun ka rin in your private life.
Because you know what, love? Our children, they are so smart. And they are our first critic. Like, I remember Nathan, when he was younger, he would loosely use the word hypocrite. And ano ko na, anak, ang bigat-bigat ng salita na yan, hinay-hinay ka lang gamitin yung hypocrite. Because in his eyes, he's like, why is it not the same? Parang, why are you say this and then you do this? Isn't that being a hypocrite? He would like, and you know, Nathan's very honest with, alam mo yun, walang filter yung batang yan. Ngayon, medyo nagkakaroon na, praise God. But you know, for a time, he's just really very honest with what he feels. And that would really convict me, love.
Right.
Nakita ko na ganun yung mga anak ko, na nakikita nila pala kung ano yung sinasabi ko at kung ano yung ginagawa ko. Medyo nabuhusan ako ng tubig nun na
Malamig o mainit?
malamig. Na nagkaroon ako, love, ng awareness na nakikita pala to ng mga anak ko.
Yeah. So what you are in public, kailangan it also displays your private life.
Yes.
Kumbaga parang we go to church, when we go to church, napaka-holy mo. Para kang si Jesus Christ when you go to church. On Sundays, you are the holiest man. But yung Monday to Saturday mo, para kang the enemy. Para kang si devil. So kailangan pareho lang.
And I think it takes a lot of mindfulness. Ako, love, I would want to believe that most people, hindi naman nila nare-realize yun eh. Alam mo yun, yung parang how you are, loosely, whenever you lose your temper, or whenever nagsungit ka, o nainis ka, or nagpakita ka ng hindi maganda pag-uugali, I would like to think, love, that those things are unintentional.
Right.
But unintentional does not give you an excuse to behave a certain way.
Right.
Para sa akin. Na parang, example, love, you can't expect your children to always be in a good mood all the time. Kung ikaw pinapakita mo kapag bad trip ka, you can't do that. You can't expect them to display that if you yourself don't have it.
It takes time for the step-parent to love the stepchildren. And sa simula, again, it's hard. Mahirap gawin yan sa simula. But if you continually, consistently, na ginagawa mo yun na mahalin siya, to choose to love him or her, eventually, magkakaintindihan din kayo eh.
Agree.
Eventually, makakarating din kayo kung saan dapat kayo makarating. But if you don't do it consistently, talagang binablock mo yun sa mind mo na, ayoko sa'yo. Or mahirap kang disiplinahin kasi hindi ka sumusunod sa akin kasi hindi mo naman talaga ako tunay na
Ama.
ama or hindi mo ako tunay na nanay. Kaya ang tigas-tigas ng ulo mo, hindi ka sumusunod sa akin, di ba? No, let's remind ourselves na we have to love them.
Yes.
It's a choice.
That's
It
true.
is not a feeling to love them.
Yes. Ako love practical things. VJ would spend time with Nathan and I would spend time with Ice separate.
Dati yan.
Oo. We take our children, our kids on different dates.
Get
Ano
to
pa
know.
ba?
You get to
Yeah.
know them. Be in their world. Kumbaga, i-open mo yung sarili mo sa kanila because tayo yung parent eh.
Mm-mm.
Hindi tayo yung dapat sila na amuhin tayo or mag-effort or to be intentional. No, as parents, that's our job. Kailangan we need to meet them where they're at
Yes.
and to be really intentional. Ako yun talaga.
And for me, a reminder, love, our children, they didn't choose to be in this kind of a setup.
It was us parents who brought them here.
Yes.
So, hindi dapat sila mag-suffer
Yes.
doon sa mga choices na
Decision.
ginawa natin.
Yes. And you know, love, as I talk about this, it's heavy for me. Kasi lalo na nung na-realize ko siya, na parang, shucks, I didn't realize how our choices were actually affecting the lives of our children. And for me, more than anything, love, I feel for Ice. Kasi parang, there was a time in my life that I would think na parang, ninakawan ko ba ng magulang itong si Ice because of the choices that I made? Like, real
Actually, hindi naman
feelings, love.
ninakawan, but nadagdagan lang.
Thankfully now, it seems that way. But before, love, I felt that because of the decisions that I've made, I play a big part in that. Did I take away his chance of having a whole family? Alam mo yun, love. And later on, talaga, as God spoke to me about our family, I realized that yung parang, siguro at some point, love, praise God, kasi may guilt na parang, alam mo yun, parang hindi naman ginusto ng mga anak nating mapunta sa sitwasyong to eh.
Mm-mm.
And bakit sila yung magsasuffer? Bakit sila yung naaapektuhan ng sobra-sobra? And if we realize that as parents, being a part of a blended family, there's going to be a shift in our mindset eh. Na parang, oo nga no, why am I making our son suffer over our decisions? Dapat tayo nga yung gumawa ng paraan na dito sa desisyon natin, ayusin natin. Kasi para sa kanila to at hindi nila to fault at hindi nila to ginusto.
Right. Ako, love, no, I hear stories na, syempre, naghahanap ng partner yung wife or yung
Mm.
husband, di ba? And make sure lang na before they introduce their sons or their daughters to that someone, to that boyfriend or to that girlfriend, kailangan sure tayo. Hindi pwede rito yung right minus wrong.
Oh.
Hindi pwede rito yung nakilala mo agad yung boyfriend or yung girlfriend, pinakilala mo agad dun sa mga anak mo. Tapos, syempre, somehow, na-attach na yung mga
Bata.
children. Tapos, biglang maghihiwalay naman. Make sure before we make decisions, yun na yun. Para yung mga bata, hindi naman sila malito na, ay, dati si Tito A, ngayon si Tito B, o si Tito C. Gets mo? Kailangan, you need to make sure before you introduce them.
Tapos yung masaklap pa dun, love, wala silang closure.
Yeah.
Na-attach ka, tapos ngayon wala na siya, tatanggapin mo na lang yun. Magko-cope ka na lang doon.
So, kailangan sure ka kapag ipapakilala mo na sa mga anak mo.
Yes, because they are also a part of that. Hindi yung ikaw naka-move on ka, ikaw na heartbroken ka, na-process mo, sila ba na-process ba nila?
Yeah.
Diba? Yun, parang it takes mindfulness to be able to understand, oo nga no, kasama pala yung mga anak ko sa mga bawat decision na gagawin ko, lalo na pagdating sa love life. If you're a single mom or a single dad, always consider also the feelings of your children.
Number 3 point, love, is embrace grace for the past and hope for the future.
Ganda.
I-embrace natin yung ano yung meron ngayon. Let's not look what lies behind, but let's look what lies in front of us. Di ba pag
Nice.
nagmamaneho tayo ng kotse, wala naman nagmaneho ng kotse na papunta doon pero tumingin sa likod. Hindi ka makakarating kung saan ka pupunta. In order for you to move forward, you have to let go of that past. Let go of that baggage. Let go of that pain in the past and move forward
To the future.
to the future.
Agree.
Kasi, again, God allowed it to happen in your life. Hindi natin kailangan ng perfect parents eh.
Yes.
We just need fair parents to our children.
Yes. So, one of the things that we also implement is that we tell our children, ano ba yung mga non-negotiables natin dito? Ano ba yung mga bagay dito na you don't ever cross the line? So for us, we have here respect. Whenever there's disrespect, of course, that needs to be
Non-negotiables.
called out. Lying. Kapag ang pagsisinungaling is palagi siyang nangyayari, that's something that we don't really allow. And we've learned this, 'di ba? There is such a thing as helicopter parents. Ang sabi na dapat tayo ay jet, ano?
Ewan ko.
Basta, yung parang when you see kasi helicopter parent, you're like
You're
always
hovering.
hovering
You're
your
hovering
children.
over your
And
children.
for,
Kung anong gawin, puntahan mo.
oo,
Ano ginagawa mo
parang
dyan?
bawal yan, parang pinupulis mo. But you know what?
You
There's
need
a
to be
good and bad
a jet
thing in
plane.
that. Yun. Kumbaga parang when they're young, it's our role. Our role is to really, really teach our children. Kung mali, mali. You call it out right away. You don't give a window to allow that if it's wrong. Kasi the moment that you allow that simple thing, magkakaroon na siya ng foundation dun sa bata. So that's our role as parents. We have to be very black and white. What's something that is acceptable and what is not acceptable. So we have respect, we have lying, we have safety. Those are the things that we share with them. We share with them that about their bodies. Kung ano yung safety pagdating sa katawan nila, especially when dealing with other people, and about being honest with us, at lahat dapat sinasabi sa atin. So, those are the things that we do. Non-negotiable. Second is clear and consistent consequences. Kailangan kasi meron silang pinagkakapitan na palaging nangyayari. Gets mo, love? Hindi pwedeng lito-lito. So for us, discipline for us or yung consequences means you lose certain privileges. Like recently,
What are
one of our
the...
children
Go.
lost his access to his cell phone. We're not gonna name that child because marami sila. But it happens because we really want to teach. We want to train them about certain things na kailangan nilang seryosohin. So kaya nawawala yung privilege na yun or kaya yun yung nagiging consequence para tumanim talaga sa kanila na seryoso to. What else? A heartfelt conversation. I think that always happens with us. One of the things that we practice here is that whenever we instill discipline, kailangan mong ipaliwanag yun sa bata. Hindi pwedeng ginawa mo lang na hurt, nasaktan, pero hindi mo pinroses yun sa kanila. And I feel like, love, as parents, yun yung nangyari sa atin growing up. Most of us probably have hurt from our parents na hindi natin na-deal. At ngayon pa lang na naging parent tayo, it comes out in our parenting. That's why it's a nice question and I think we have it here, love. There's a question here that says, are you parenting from a reaction or is it something because you want to teach your child or is it coming from an inner wound from your childhood? Na pinagdaanan mo kasi siya dati, ngayon lumalabas siya sa'yo as you become an adult. So, it's nice also to think of that. What are my hurts from my past na kailangan kong i-let go para hindi ko siya mag-carry ngayon sa parenting?
So next is discipline with relationship, not anger. Because most of the time, we discipline them. What happens when we discipline them and we don't have time with them, they resent us.
Yeah.
Because for kids, you need to have relationship before you discipline them. If you don't have relationship, you don't have time, then you don't have influence to them.
Yes.
When you correct them privately. Huwag mo silang i-correct in front of the dining table or in front of other people, especially if there are guests. If they did something, correct them privately. Kasi for them also na hindi mapahiya. At for you to be able to really tell them what really happened or how do you want to say things na ginawa nila. Kailangan correct them privately. And syempre, when correcting, kailangan maging gentle tayo.
Yeah.
No emotions. For them to be able to have the clear message na gusto mong ipakita sa kanila.
Another thing, love, importante kasi sa homeschooling pala na we teach them first the foundational things na dapat nilang malaman, hindi yung academic lang.
Yeah.
Of course, school, when you send them to school, very good talaga yan sa academics. Gagaling talaga sila dyan. But when you homeschool, you not only teach them academics, yung academics is only one aspect of that. But you teach them other things too. Emotional intelligence is a big part of that. Resilience. And yun yung mga bagay na unti-unti nating tinuturo sa kanila.
And another thing also, love, as Christians, it's a big factor of us homeschooling our children is bringing them up in faith.
There you go.
Na kailangan maging parte yon ng araw natin. And that's the beauty of homeschooling. Yung isa sa mga naging discoveries ko din, love, is that ang dami din niyang naturo sa akin. Akala ko nung una, nung maliliit pa sila nung nasa preschool, ako yung nagtuturo sa kanila. But it turned out that ang dami kong nadiskubre sa sarili ko na kailangan ko palang baguhin in order to teach them. They taught me how to be patient. They taught me not to just, do things my way, but to be more creative with the approach of saan ko kaya matuturuan tong anak ko in a way na ma-enjoy niya, hindi yung masistress siya. So, it taught me more than I taught them. Yun.
That's
Parang
nice.
self-growth din, love.
That's
Self-realization. And I think that's the beauty of that we both, child and parent, you grow together and you build this wonderful relationship as you homeschool together.
Right. Ako naman siguro yung mga things pa na nai-enjoy ko is yung I can just grab them and sumama sila sa mga lakad ko. If I go to my office, they would also go there. Doon kami nag-aaral, doon sila nagsasagot ng mga workbooks, doon ko sila tinuturuan ng mga Bible verses. So they know Bible verses. I also teach them words like what is integrity, what is forgiveness. So those kind of things that I enjoy doing it with them. Love, meron akong palaging naririnig na question when it comes to homeschooling. Paano naman yung mga socialization ng mga anak ko kapag hino-homeschool? Ang palaging kausap nito yung mga, kayo lang, nanay, tatay.
Wala silang nakakahalubilong
Brothers.
bata. Paano yun?
That's the question. So, yun yung sasagutin mo, love.
I asked that same question too. Sabi ko,
Okay.
oo nga, paano yun? Hindi sila nakakasalamuha masyado ng ibang bata.
Okay.
Baka hindi sila marunong mag-socialize. And a homeschool advisor told me, ang socialization, may nakakausap sila. Basta't may nakakausap sila at meron silang nag-engage sila, that's already them socializing.
Okay.
So regardless whether if it's a child or an adult, they learn to converse, they learn to interact, that's already social skills. And one of the things that I noticed about our younger children who are homeschooled, they're not scared to talk to adults.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
Diba na when we have friends coming here,
We have
they
visitors.
really interact with them, they engage with them. And actually, Nolan is the more extrovert one.
Yeah.
So he would tell me, Mommy, can I talk to Tito Ganyan? I'm like, of course. So I will just be around them as he approaches that guy kasi gusto ko rin siya ma-protect just in case deadmahin siya nung adult. I don't know how that adult will respond, right? Pero I noticed and I've observed, mas confident silang makipag-usap sa adults. When it comes to being with other children, of course they do. They have cousins.
Yeah.
All of them all together,
They're
10
11.
na sila, 11 na sila,
11.
all together. So yun na yung pinaka playtime nila or yung how they engage with children their age. And the beauty of that is somehow controlled yung environment at yung exposure ng mga anak namin. Kasi silang magpipinsan yung nag-e-enjoy at nagkakasama. And for me, yun yung important kasi na parang as parents, I've also learned this in the book that I've read, it's our job to set boundaries kung ano lang yung kailangan at kung hanggang saan lang yung dapat na matutunan ng anak natin na appropriate para dun sa edad nila.
There you
It's
go.
our job.
You can
Yun.
control their environment.
Yes.
With what I'm hearing from you, love, no?
Marriage, parenting, and life don't come with a manual.
But conversations like these make the journey a little lighter.
Thanks for joining us. Until next time,
Keep staying afloat.